Is it working? Okay, I think it should probably be working. Let me just check. Double check, triple check, and everything should be fine. Alright, hi guys! Finally, welcome back to some more Pro Gamer Manager. We are in the Esports League 4. We qualified over here after beating the shit out of Esports League 5 with our clearly much more advanced team. And yeah, they're slowly gaining even more skill. They have huge team morale. They have an excellent team synergy. Not so sure about scouting, but we do see some pretty decent players in the Platinum League. Though it's weird to call them Platinum because, you know, as I said before, we are in an FPS management mode and not in the FOBA one, so you know. Let's reset our practice schedule. Apparently it resets like either every season or every time I get out of the game, so you know. Monday, you should train on positioning, I think. Try and train rifles on Wednesday and flanking on Friday, and during the free practice you can pretty much train aim mapping. Should be good enough. I think we did do that, get rid of that sponsorship deal. We are still not the best money-wise, but we are slowly gaining more and more fans and therefore more and more money from the eShop and merchandise, and we can also try and do something with the website. On organization-wise, we could hire a finance director, and you know what, let's do that. I know we are wasting a lot of money and we shouldn't do that. Oh, look at that, she's staying like right over here. I think we can afford it, and hopefully it will you know, it will decrease cost, there you go, and increase income opportunities. So that's important part to have on your team. I'm not exactly sure by how much it decreases cost, but I guess it's good to have. And the next one will be the streaming manager, but it's kind of expensive. So you know what, we're just going to play the next game. Team gamers should win this one easy, no doubt. Alright, I didn't even check the skills. I'm more than confident that we are going to win this game. I hope so. I mean, you know, I have been surprised before. But... oh, alright. I guess I'm going to eat my words until we are in a pretty profound league. I forgot to check Slimy Admirals. I think these are the guys that came with us in this league that qualified together with us on second place. So we already whooped their ass before, we're going to whoop their ass now. So League 4 should still be easy from what I've checked last time. Their skill rating is still lower than us for the most part. And as long as we get our team morale and synergy high up, then we should be able to beat them, even though we have like 1 or 2 players who are like lower skill. But Slimy Admirals, they are pulling back. And we are going to have the halftime over here. And then we're going to go into the second half. And yeah, we'll see. But yeah, as I said before, I think I'm just going to... unless there's something like really important happening, like really important events or anything like that, I think I'm just going to do like what I did before, and that is to like skip a bunch of in-game days, you know, play until I get like until League 1 maybe, and then start recording again, because maybe that's when things start to become really interesting. Team has once again gained level, and Seika is almost close to being a 100% overall player, 100 star player, which is absolutely amazing if you ask me. This guy should get a little bit more AVP, I think. Darivian is like the fragger, and the fragging with AVP is pretty good. Aurelit still needs a lot of points. He's an utility, so get 1 more point in utility. The duelist Opper should get maybe 1 more point in game sense, and the shot caller should get probably 1 more point in communication. And my mouth is already aching as fuck. I did like some sort of vlog before this, and now I'm talking even more, and you know, things like that. Check your manager list regarding this matter. What matter? You have no matters. What's the matter? I don't get it. So we do seem to be spending a little bit less money right now, so hopefully the finance manager is doing its job, and hopefully at the end of the month the extra income that we're going to get from the website and not from the website, from the eShop and merchandise, hopefully will cover us. And even if not, I think we can still tank like a couple of weeks of like negative profits, and since we will win this league pretty much regardless, maybe not first place, let's assume we don't win first place, even second place, that's still 5,000, and that once again covers the losses that we have, and basically sets us on a positive feedback loop money wise. Oh my god, the ill outlaws, I think they were the last guys in the league. We are just absolutely demolishing them this game. No questions asked. Oh, well, they won a round, so I guess that's fine. Maybe we didn't push that hard. It's halftime at 14-1, soon to be 15-1 I assume. Then yeah, we're going to win at like 1. That was absolutely not really beautiful, but it was just like a crushing defeat. It's like so bad when it happens. The analytics, yeah, that's how you pronounce it. It's like so expensive. That's the next thing that you want to grab, for most likely. It's absolutely ridiculous. I hope the bootcamp is doing something. Still, the news about the discussion in the gaming house about the gaming mousepad. The Takamura in Team Gamers will lead this team to victory. You are playing against Shrew's Elite. So as you see, I'm trying to like get through the matches a little bit faster. I'm not staying to like see every single game and every single matchup what's happening and try to like, you know, scout for different players or different teams. Maybe you should do that. You should like also watch the other games and like figure out what tactics the other teams are using and try to come out with different tactics that would counter their tactics. Holy shit, we haven't died once! Look at this! Oh my god, that was a pretty bad one. We had like 0 death victory rounds until round 8. That is like, it's not just about being impressive, that's almost ridiculous. To not lose a single guy for 7 rounds, you know, like everyone who has played Counter-Strike competitively knows that winning 7 rounds is pretty hard in a row. Winning 7 rounds without losing a single guy in your team, it's like downright ridiculous, if not impossible. So yeah, we beat Shrew's Elite with absolutely no effort whatsoever. It didn't seem to be the last team, but anyway. We will need to win against Chicken Pros and actually United in order to be like more secured, so that's the only few teams that I'm a little bit, you know, scared. It's maybe not the best way, but maybe a little bit concerned. Your recent week had an impact on your follower base, giving us even more fans, which, you know, as I said, positive feedback loop. We are now playing against the Chicken Pros, so these are one of the closest teams skill-wise. Hopefully our team is up for the challenge. Based on the stats, they should be. And yeah, not to mention that we have like maximum team morale and almost maximum team synergy, so there basically shouldn't be any problem because of this. So yeah, things are going swimmingly over here, like absolutely. I'm so glad that this time I like spend more time to like have the proper money and experience to grab a proper team. Otherwise, we might have, you know, if I would have moved the gaming house like right away after I made like $10,000, I might have been in this like sort of like middle space in which I wouldn't have enough money and I would be forced to like, you know, play with some shitty players in the League 5 and League 4 maybe at best. I would be... Basically what would have been different is I would have been forced to like slowly upgrade my team. Start with like a very crappy team, probably lose a lot of matches and not qualify in the next season. And just be forced to like advance my team like match by match. Right, we won this game once again, which pretty much means that Seika is 1 point off from being upgraded to a full 100% star player. The Fragger is also going to get 1 extra point in. Hopefully communication will be good enough. I think Aureliot will need another point in game sense. The duelist Takamura will maybe need another point in aiming. And the shot caller will need an extra point in AVP, wouldn't hurt. So look at that, like maximum team morale and team synergy is like what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's like 6 6th, 7th to the way to the maximum synergy that you can have. So I have full confidence that my team will win this league without any problems. Your scout has been scouting some free agents on at one-on-one skill bites event. Check your manager. Okay, what do you have? Nothing over here. Oh, I've been spectating one of the free agents for a while now. I must say I'm so impressed with Kono. Recruit him now. Okay, let's check him out. I don't make any promises on recruiting him. Kono. He's only a 44 level. It's true that many people are interested into him. So I believe that he might have potential. He's not a good player, but he might have potential to develop. But I'm not going to bother. We are in a way too good state right now. Amusing Pros is going to be the next team that we're going to whip their ass. It would be interesting to like recruit them as a... actually, if it works, to recruit him as a substitute, you know, as a reserve for the main team. I'm not exactly sure if that is implemented in this game, and if it is, how it works. Once again, in C we have like 4 rounds, 5 rounds with only 1 death. Now they have taken a round, so they have so slow sort of even it out. But even 5 rounds with 1 death is really impressive. So it just pretty much proves how much we are like absolutely demolishing all the other teams in these leagues. So I think League 4 is also going to be a wash. Probably League 3 as well. I think from League 2 we might slowly find our matches. But the thing is that by League 2 our guys are going to be way more upgraded. And we're going to have maximum team synergy. So, you know, basically it will all come down to League 1, where we'll be facing like the top teams, and we will have a top team. So it'll basically come to like really close strategy management and roll of the dice, basically. And yeah, didn't win the round this matchup, but we did win it eventually, so that's another game. And another skill up, which basically means that, yes, indeed, Seika is a 99, it's not going to be 100, right? It's a 99 overall player, which is absolutely bonkers. The Fragger can get an extra point in utility, a Relic can get an extra point in game sense. He's going to need to work a lot, unfortunately, but we're going to get to him. Takamura can get an extra point in communication, and Pindil, the shot caller, can get an extra point in maybe utility. Max that out and then get whatever is left. I also can't wait to see the end of the week or whatever to see our salary. Another useful fan gain. Okay, we are playing against the Uneven Deadly, which have a very high overall skill, so I'm slightly concerned of this matchup, and the volume on this game is pretty loud, so I've just reduced it, and I'm also going to reduce it from editing later on. Let's hope that I don't forget, otherwise it might be a little bit harder for you to hear me, but I am talking like pretty loud for like, you know, being alone in my house standards. We're seemingly doing pretty well against a team that had pretty high overall rating, so might have been a lucky roll of the dice. They seem to be winning back. It's like really hard to have a perfect 16-0 rounds, you know. But it would be really interesting if you could manage to pull one of those out. We aren't really that far away from doing it, but you really need to like play the game towards perfection, and they must not have any lucky rolls, you know. Like getting a lucky headshot can, you know, make a difference in a round to help like a particularly weaker team obtain a victory for a round. But anyway, we are strong in the lead and we are not giving away anything. Really, being the guy with the least skills, have been on first place, interestingly enough. Now here's where it gets interesting. Seika has got an extra points, but I don't have anything else to spend it on. This would be interesting because, you know, she's going to keep getting points, but I can no longer spend them on. So it would be interesting if you could use the points to something else, like have her teach other of the team players to like play bear and, you know, distribute the points. or have like re-specialize, you know, and use the points to get even more. You know, but maybe they'll be implemented at some point. You get some utility, you get some game sense, so you have that to the maximum. You get some more utility, and you gain some one more utility, and you only have a BP left to gain. And yeah, Seika is unfortunately going to have this little upgrading animation up all the time, simply because I just do not have how to spend her points, you know. That's another next day. No new news, so we're just going to go into the next game. Absolutely no problem. We have 200 skill points, and they're playing against actually United, which is the second team on the leaderboards. So let's see how you're facing. They managed to win a game. So, you know, they are not messing around. We must be careful. We must, as I said before many times, we are way more skilled. So what you must not do is you must not get cocky and say, "Oh, we're just going to win it, no problem." You know, we have like 3 times the amount of skill that these guys have individually, and as a team with maximum morale and synergies, we're just going to whoop their ass. You know, getting cocky can make you take like rash decisions. You know, it might make you take unnecessary risks because you're like, oh, I'm just going to deal with it, you know, no problem. And there you go, you just lose rounds, you know, like lose them consecutively. See, there seem to be pulling up some rounds, and it does become scary when they manage to win like 1 or 2 rounds in a row because it puts your financial situation back at risk. But it's at halftime, so hopefully we'll be able to manage to pull back up. I'm not sure if at halftime the money resets as it does in Counter-Strike. I would assume so, but you know, I have no idea what kind of FPS game we are playing here. There are many FPS games. There's no bubble popping up over Seika. Oh, not any. It doesn't like keep updating you. So yeah, we have maximum team morale and team synergy at this point, which means that we are in an absolutely excellent position, if I may add. Our fans are keep getting higher and higher. Our weekly finance report has came in, and yes, we did lose money, but look at just how close we are to like finally even out the expenses. So that means that we can be more freely on like spending more money. So I think I'm just going to go right on ahead and hire the stream manager. If I remember correctly, he does cost a lot of money, so maybe it's a rash decision, but hopefully it will work. Yeah, 2,500 per weeks. Nick Wolf, also known as Soda Papa, is a famous streamer with a large follower base on Esports TV. Promotion stream events, Esports TV stream profile, gain more fans. So let's see how this one works. It's basically more fans. Let's change also this because we've been doing this thing for like a lot of time. Let's open a gaming shop that sells gaming gear and accessories. Let's monetize the website with banner ads, just to get in a little bit more money to cover this guy. Let's sell like minifigures maybe. Let's arrange so fans can play and chat with the team, and upgrade your live streaming software, run daily promotional stream broadcast streams, practice stream. This would be very interesting if you do this, if it would like affect your performance by like allowing the other teams to like basically spy on your team, you know, spy on your broadcasting sessions, and therefore like understand the tactics that you're using, you know. It would be really interesting if that would be implemented, you know. Because there's no one saying that, you know, an opposing team can't watch your streams and therefore learn how you play and use those tactics against you. Might not seem like the most fair play technique, maybe, but it's definitely not too far away from an applicable technique. So yeah, we seem to be going, as I said, very, very well. Fortunately, like, does take a lot of time to play all the games, and there are like what, 8 teams in the league, so you have to like win 7 times 2, you have to win 14 matches. We're playing against Slimy Admirals again, so we did manage to win like 7 matches, which means that we have to win like 7 more. 6 more if you exclude the one that we are winning right now. And I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do that in this video. I'll try to just like blaze through it as fast as I can and just win the league over here. But yeah, if they keep taking on rounds, you know, we're not going to do it. We just need to keep on pushing harder and harder. So let me just go next day. You know, I'm just going to go next day, next match. And just not bar with anything else. Maybe read the news. Just now that they're looking to pick Subao or Forum from the free agent list, no matter the cost. That's very interesting. So yeah, we are way in the lead, like no problem whatsoever. Playing against the Ill Outlaws. You know, we pretty much obliterated them last time, and we seem to be doing pretty similar this time. Yeah, like we haven't had a death. Like imagine how bad the team is that we haven't had a death and they are losing every single guy each round. They managed to kill some guys this round, so you know, but we still haven't lost any rounds. Now we have lost a round, so once again I'm speaking way too soon. But we are just absolutely crushing them, except when we don't, you know. Guess it happens. And yeah, I can just relax and enjoy the fine little music that we have. I'm amazed by the fact that Aurelith, which is like the weakest player on our team skill-wise, is on the first place in all this matchup. I know he's like a sort of like a lurker, and I guess that's why he gets the most kills, because he lurks behind enemy lines and tries to get more frags and disrupt their team. But it's still impressive, you know. I haven't had any level ups on my guys for like quite a while. I've been getting like once every like 2 games. So I hope that I hope it's not the case that I don't get level up just because this girl is like to maximum level. That'd be pretty stupid if you ask me. You know, hopefully it's not something bugged in the game. Kobe got outplayed by Vrak in the finals of the Duelist Cup. Interesting news. Not really sure how that concerns me. But yeah, look at this. Already Team Gamer should win this one for his team. Oh my god, the support for this guy is absolutely extreme. For the weakest player in the team, he's really just like pushing through. Look at this. This time he's like last in place, so you know he's winning the matches like support wise, but he's pulling up. You know, it's like here, there you go. It's 4th now. Okay, 6th. Oh my god, this guy had like a fucking ace almost. He's 3rd place, so I believe that Aurelith is doing job. Well, Pindil is like now absolutely dominating. Seika, despite being the top player, doesn't seem to be on the first places, interestingly enough. But as I said, having the most kill to death ratio does not make you the best player. It's a team game, and cooperation and, you know, assists matter just as much. Speaking of which, you don't have assist in these things. Wouldn't be the worst thing to add them, you know, kills, assist, death, so you can see which players are more of a team player or which player assists more. And yeah, we do get to upgrade our players, so my concern was really not justified. Okay, the lurker can get an extra bit of communication, can get some more utility, you can get some more utility as well, and you can get more AVP. Seika now has 2 points that I cannot spend them, and she'll keep gaining them, so fortunately I can't do anything about that. I really like to get more experience to get closer to that analytics, but it just costs too much. Okay, they should recruit the lurker. Sponsor will help pay 4,800 per week. We're not very far off from like being able to self-sponsor our team, you know. Like, sure, they're giving us 1,000 per week for like almost nothing, but we are very close to being self-sponsored. And Chicken Pros are just like, oh my god, almost like scare me over here, winning 2 rounds in a row from the beginning. Really put us in a pretty dangerous position over there, but we did manage to save money, and now we are back in business. But they are fighting back. They are not going to lead this one easily. Seems to have that we have finally found our match, I think. Nah, it doesn't seem so. Maybe they just got some really lucky early frags. You know, it happens. they are pushing back. I don't know, maybe I'm a little bit over exaggerating because as we see, like most of the games we win like at like 10 rounds difference, which is like pretty substantial. Like the games in the finals of the CS:GO championship, you might see them like very close, you know, 16 to 14, 16 to 13, like very close matchups like this, you know. These ones are more like, you know, they're just we are just like winning 16 and they win like somewhere between 1 and maybe 6, you know, in the best case scenario. I'm using pros, we're facing them once again. Also, the guys on the picture have like very weird weapons. Have you noticed them? Like, what kind of fucking machine gun is that? So, beating amusing pros should be pretty amusing. Get it? Get it? Yeah. Alright, I tried. Oh my god, it takes so long, especially if we are losing like round after round against like teams that are like 3 times worse than us. Not only, dude, we have like full team morale and team synergy, we shouldn't lose rounds like these like under no conditions. Maybe it's time to like change up our strategy. I might think that this might become an issue, that we have to use the same strategy for like so long that the enemies have started to get used to it. You know, we might change the one who makes the shot calls, change it to a more balanced approach, and maybe change it to a more aggressive style of play and not saving, although I don't think that's a good idea no matter what kind of strategy you're employing. That might be an idea. Seika is going on first place this time, so she is showing that she's not to be messed with. She still is a 99 overall player. Well, not anymore apparently, but you know. Arivian still pushing through. How many more games do you have? 12. Alright, we have one more game. And we should end the league, I think. If I counted things correctly. Let me just check like one more time. There are like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 teams. So we have to face 7 twice 14. So yeah, it should be fine. Highest ranked free agent Subaru just got a contract offer from another team. I could not care as much. I have the team of the dream here, and we are playing against Unevenly Deadly, which seems to be a close matchup based on skill. So, but you know, I've been wrong before. Guys who have been like very low on skill have been able to quite challenge us, and guys who have been very close to skill we have been able to beat without any single problems. But yeah, they do seem to win some rounds, so it does seem that we are slowly facing our matches over here, and that we are just in League 4, so I'm very concerned about how things are going to go in League 3 and beyond. Also, I'm not going to mention the fact that maybe the fact that we're broadcasting our practice session, maybe that thing is actually having an effect, you know. I assume that it didn't, but it might have. But these guys managed to win quite a bunch of rounds. But then again, we are just like, I'm just worrying about losing some rounds in a single game. In a regular league, you know, you're not going to win all the games. You're going to win some games, you're going to lose some games, and you have some draws. So, you know, the fact that we are still winning all the games still sends a message that we are pretty good. But, you know, it's just concerning me that if we are losing like half of the rounds at this point, what are we going to do later on, you know? And next day should send us technically at the end of the season, I believe. Maybe? I think we might have one more matchup. I might have like calculated something wrong. We have 13 wins. Yeah, we have one more. We had like 6, and you know, I forgot that there is like 6 times 2 facing against Actually United. Yeah, this should technically be the last matchup of the season, which we're going to win without any effort. It doesn't matter what happens in this game, even if we lose it like 16-0, we are going to win it. So you know what, let's like go like full on defensive. Let's like change tactics mid-game and see what happens. Even though we are not used to it, we might lose the game on this, but I like, fuck it, you know, let's just do it just for the giggles. I just wanted to do something different, you know. I'm pretty much getting bored just watching this fucking clock-like thing go around and some numbers changing on the screen. So yeah, they seem to be giving up quite the rounds to them, but we are still in a advantageous position. I do think we're going to win this match as well. No problemo. I guess. Alright, at halftime always. It's a little bit longer. I'm still not sure about why it takes a little bit longer between the second and the third round. I still didn't get that, you know. I get that the halftime that it takes a little bit longer to load because, you know, whatever, there's a intermission period. But it's weird with the others, you know. So we won that. We have our league awards. Pindil from our team has been the most outstanding player. Deltir from Semi Admirals has been the best tactician. We are the gold champions, the best and most consistent team throughout, winning $5,000. The second best team throughout the season has been Action United, and the third best team has been Slimy Admirals. Officially winning us our promotion into the Esports League 3. So I think this has been it for this episode. We have another matter on the scouting list. And he's still saying something about Kona, but I'm not really interested. Have a lot of fans and we have more money to spend, so you know, I think we might be able to hire a sponsorship manager or something like that, but it's like so expensive and I really don't want to risk it, you know. So I'm just not going to you know, until I'm sure that I win as much money to like cover my expenses. I'm not going to hire anything new. For some whatever reason, we still only have one medal over here, so maybe just like forgot updating it. But yeah, we have the dream team and we are moving up in the future leagues, so we are going on pretty well. 31,000 fans, a lot of experience points, lots of money, and yeah, the eyes on winning the League 1 Championship and the final cup probably. So if you guys enjoyed watching this episode, leave a like and a favorite, as always helps out a lot, and I'll see you next time with what I'm going to make. Bye bye.